Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm a recent computer science graduate from XYZ University. During my studies, I developed a passion for artificial intelligence and machine learning. I've completed several projects in this field, including an AI-powered chatbot that won first place in our university's tech competition.
What do you know about our company?
I've researched your company extensively, and I'm impressed by your commitment to sustainable technology. Your recent launch of eco-friendly smart home devices has been widely praised in the tech community. I also admire your company's pledge to be carbon neutral by 2030.
Why are you interested in this position?
I'm excited about this software developer position because it aligns perfectly with my skills in Java and cloud technologies. I'm particularly intrigued by your company's focus on developing sustainable tech solutions, which resonates with my personal values.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
While I've learned a lot in my current role, I'm looking for new challenges that will allow me to grow professionally. Your company offers opportunities in advanced machine learning projects that align perfectly with my career goals.
What are your salary expectations?
Based on my research and experience, I believe a salary range of $80,000 to $90,000 would be appropriate for this position. However, I'm open to discussion and would love to learn more about the entire compensation package.
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
As a software developer, I'm proficient in Java, Python, and JavaScript. I have extensive experience with frameworks like React and Node.js. I'm also well-versed in using Git for version control and Jenkins for continuous integration.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In the tech industry, one of the biggest challenges is keeping up with the rapid pace of technological change. New programming languages, frameworks, and tools are constantly emerging. Staying updated requires continuous learning and adaptation.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I use the Eisenhower matrix to categorize tasks based on their urgency and importance. This helps me focus on high-priority items first while ensuring that nothing falls through the cracks.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
My problem-solving process starts with clearly defining the problem. I gather all relevant information, identify stakeholders, and ensure I understand the root cause. Then, I brainstorm potential solutions, evaluate each based on feasibility and potential impact, and select the best approach. After implementing the solution, I always follow up to assess its effectiveness and make any necessary adjustments.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
I've been following your company's innovative work in renewable energy, and I'm impressed by your commitment to sustainability. Your recent project developing solar-powered communities aligns perfectly with my passion for clean energy solutions. I believe my background in environmental engineering would allow me to contribute meaningfully to your mission.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
My ideal work environment is collaborative and innovative. I thrive in settings where team members are encouraged to share ideas freely and where creativity is valued. I appreciate workplaces that foster open communication and provide opportunities for brainstorming sessions and cross-departmental projects.
What management style do you prefer?
I thrive under a management style that balances guidance with autonomy. I appreciate managers who provide clear objectives and are available for support, but who also trust their team members to manage their own work and come up with creative solutions.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
From what I've learned about your company's collaborative culture, I believe I would fit in well. In my previous roles, I've always been a team player who enjoys working on cross-functional projects. I'm excited about the prospect of bringing my collaborative spirit to your organization and contributing to your innovative projects.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself having grown into a leadership role within this organization. I aim to have developed a deep understanding of the company and industry, allowing me to mentor newer team members and contribute to strategic decision-making. I'm excited about the possibility of leading innovative projects that drive the company's growth.
What motivates you in your work?
I'm primarily motivated by the opportunity to make a tangible impact. Seeing my work contribute to the success of a project or the company as a whole gives me a great sense of satisfaction. For example, in my previous role, implementing a new customer service system that significantly improved our response times was incredibly motivating.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
I rely heavily on digital tools to stay organized. I use project management software like Trello to track tasks and deadlines, and I sync this with my Google Calendar to manage my time effectively. I also use the Pomodoro technique, working in focused 25-minute intervals, which helps me maintain productivity throughout the day.
Can you describe your work ethic?
I would describe my work ethic as diligent and committed. When I take on a task or project, I give it my full attention and effort. I believe in not just meeting expectations, but exceeding them whenever possible. For instance, in my last role, I often volunteered for additional responsibilities to ensure our team projects were completed ahead of schedule.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
I view feedback and criticism as valuable opportunities for growth. When receiving feedback, I listen actively, ask clarifying questions to ensure I understand fully, and then reflect on how I can use this information to improve my performance. For example, when a manager once pointed out that my presentations could be more concise, I worked on refining my communication skills and saw a marked improvement in the effectiveness of my presentations.
What are your career goals?
My immediate career goal is to expand my skills in data analysis and machine learning. In the next few years, I aim to take on projects that allow me to apply these skills to solve complex business problems. Long-term, I aspire to move into a leadership role where I can guide a team in implementing data-driven strategies across the organization.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
Yes, I am in the process of exploring several opportunities. However, this position aligns most closely with my career goals, and I'm particularly excited about the prospect of joining your team.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
If I'm not selected for this role, I plan to continue seeking opportunities that allow me to leverage my skills in data analysis. I'm committed to finding a position where I can contribute to data-driven decision-making in a dynamic company.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
I'm curious about the company's approach to professional development. Could you tell me more about the learning and growth opportunities available for someone in this role?
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I'd like to mention that I'm fluent in Mandarin Chinese, which I believe could be an asset in expanding business relationships, especially given the company's recent focus on Asian markets.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
I could be available to start in 2 weeks. I want to ensure a smooth transition with my current employer and properly hand over my ongoing projects.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm a seasoned marketing professional with over 10 years of experience in digital marketing. I've worked with both B2B and B2C companies, helping them increase their online presence and drive conversions. In my last role, I led a team that increased our clients' social media engagement by 200% in just 6 months.
What do you know about our company?
I know that your marketing agency has won several industry awards for your innovative social media campaigns. I was particularly impressed by your viral campaign for XYZ brand last year, which increased their customer engagement by 300%. Your focus on data-driven marketing strategies aligns well with my own approach.
Why are you interested in this position?
This marketing manager role interests me because it offers the opportunity to lead creative campaigns for a diverse portfolio of clients. I'm impressed by your agency's innovative approach to digital marketing and would love to contribute my expertise in social media strategy.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
I'm seeking a position that allows me to take on more leadership responsibilities. While my current job has been great for developing my skills, I believe I'm ready to lead a team and make strategic decisions.
What are your salary expectations?
Given my 10 years of experience in this field and the responsibilities of this role, I'm looking for a salary in the range of $110,000 to $120,000. Of course, I'm flexible and willing to discuss based on the overall benefits package.
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
In my marketing role, I've become an expert in various digital marketing tools. I'm highly skilled with Google Analytics, SEMrush for SEO, Hootsuite for social media management, and MailChimp for email marketing campaigns.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In digital marketing, a major challenge is navigating the constantly changing algorithms of social media platforms and search engines. What works today might not work tomorrow, so we need to be agile and always ready to adjust our strategies.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I start each week by reviewing all my projects and creating a prioritized to-do list. I use the ABCD method, where tasks are the most critical. I reassess this list daily to adapt to any changes or new priorities.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
I follow the scientific method for problem solving. I start with observation to understand the issue, form a hypothesis about the cause, test this hypothesis through data analysis or experimentation, analyze the results, and draw conclusions. This systematic approach helps me avoid assumptions and find reliable solutions.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
Your company's reputation for fostering a culture of continuous learning is what drew me to this opportunity. I'm particularly excited about your mentorship program and the regular tech talks you host. As someone who is always eager to expand my skills, I believe this environment would be ideal for my professional growth.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
I work best in a structured environment with clear goals and expectations. I appreciate having defined processes in place, regular check-ins with supervisors, and measurable objectives. At the same time, I value having the autonomy to manage my own time and approach to meeting these goals.
What management style do you prefer?
I work best with managers who practice transparent communication. I value regular feedback, both positive and constructive, and appreciate leaders who keep their team informed about company directions and decisions that may impact our work.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
Your company's emphasis on continuous learning aligns perfectly with my personal values. I'm always seeking opportunities to expand my skills and knowledge. I see myself actively participating in your professional development programs and contributing to knowledge-sharing initiatives within the team.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years from now, I envision myself as a recognized expert in my field. I plan to achieve this by continuously expanding my skills, possibly pursuing advanced certifications, and contributing to industry conferences or publications. I hope to be in a position where I can represent the company as a thought leader in our industry.
What motivates you in your work?
Continuous learning and growth are my main motivators. I thrive in environments where I'm constantly challenged to expand my skills and knowledge. The tech industry's rapid evolution excites me, and staying at the forefront of new developments keeps me engaged and motivated.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
Prioritization is key to my organizational strategy. At the start of each week, I list all my tasks and categorize them using the Eisenhower matrix, dividing them into urgent/important, important/not urgent, urgent/not important, and neither urgent nor important. This helps me focus on what truly matters and manage my time accordingly.
Can you describe your work ethic?
Integrity is at the core of my work ethic. I believe in being honest and transparent in all my professional interactions. This means admitting mistakes when they happen, giving credit where it's due, and always striving to do what's best for the team and the company, even when no one is watching.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
I believe in the importance of maintaining a growth mindset when it comes to feedback. Rather than feeling defensive, I try to approach criticism with curiosity. I ask myself, what can I learn from this? This approach helps me to see feedback as a tool for improvement rather than a personal attack.
What are your career goals?
As a software developer, my goal is to become a full-stack expert. I'm currently focusing on enhancing my back-end skills to complement my front-end expertise. In the long run, I aim to take on a technical lead role where I can architect complex systems and mentor junior developers.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
I have a few ongoing conversations with other companies, but I'm being selective about where I apply. Your company's innovative approach to sustainable technology really stands out to me.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
While this position is my preferred choice, if it doesn't work out, I'll continue to pursue roles in sustainable engineering. I'm passionate about making a positive environmental impact and will seek opportunities that align with this goal.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
I've read about your company's recent expansion into Asian markets. How does this role contribute to the company's global strategy?
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I want to highlight my passion for mentoring. In my previous role, I initiated a mentoring program for junior employees, which improved team cohesion and productivity. I'd be excited to bring this experience to your organization.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
I'm excited about this opportunity and could start immediately. My current contract ended last month, so I'm ready to dive into a new role as soon as possible.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm a registered nurse with 5 years of experience in emergency care. I'm passionate about providing high-quality patient care and have recently completed a certification in advanced cardiac life support. I'm also fluent in Spanish, which has been invaluable in communicating with diverse patient populations.
What do you know about our company?
Your hospital is renowned for its cutting-edge cardiac care unit and has consistently ranked in the top 10 nationally for heart surgery outcomes. I also admire your community outreach programs, particularly the free health screenings you offer in underserved areas.
Why are you interested in this position?
As a passionate advocate for mental health, I'm drawn to this counselor position at your nonprofit organization. Your commitment to providing accessible mental health services to underserved communities aligns with my professional goals.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
My current company has undergone significant restructuring, and my role has changed in ways that no longer align with my career aspirations. I'm looking for a stable environment where I can contribute my skills and grow long-term.
What are your salary expectations?
I understand that the typical salary range for this position in this industry is between $60,000 and $70,000. Given my skills and experience, I would expect to be in the higher end of that range, but I'm certainly open to negotiation.
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
As a data analyst, I'm experienced with SQL for database querying, Python for data manipulation, and Tableau for data visualization. I also have experience using R for statistical analysis and machine learning projects.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In healthcare, a significant challenge is balancing the need for personalized patient care with the pressures of efficiency and cost-effectiveness. We're constantly striving to provide high-quality care while managing limited resources and time.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I'm a big fan of the Agile methodology. I break larger projects into smaller, manageable tasks and use a Kanban board to visualize my workflow. This helps me see at a glance what needs immediate attention.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
I use the ideal model, identify the problem, define the context, explore possible strategies, act on the best solution, and look back to evaluate the effectiveness. This structured approach ensures I consider all aspects of the problem and learn from the process.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
I've been a loyal customer of your products for years, and I've always been impressed by their quality and innovation. The opportunity to contribute to creating products that I'm genuinely passionate about is extremely appealing to me. I'd love to bring my user perspective and marketing expertise to help expand your customer base.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
My ideal work environment is one that embraces flexibility. I'm most productive when I have the option to work remotely when needed and adjust my hours to accommodate my peak productivity times. I appreciate companies that focus on results rather than rigid schedules.
What management style do you prefer?
I prefer a collaborative management style where leaders view themselves as part of the team rather than above it. I respect managers who are willing to roll up their sleeves and work alongside their team members when needed, fostering a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
I admire your company's commitment to sustainability, and it resonates with my personal values. I see myself not only contributing to your eco-friendly initiatives in my professional capacity, but also being an advocate for sustainable practices among my colleagues.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself having made a significant impact on the company's expansion into new markets. I'm particularly interested in international business and hope to have played a key role in establishing our presence in emerging markets, possibly even leading a regional team.
What motivates you in your work?
Collaboration and teamwork are what drive me. I find great motivation in working with diverse teams, sharing ideas, and achieving goals together. The synergy that comes from successful teamwork, where the outcome is greater than the sum of individual contributions, is incredibly rewarding to me.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
I'm a firm believer in the inbox zero philosophy. I process emails at set times during the day, immediately sorting them into action items, delegating tasks, or archiving for reference. This keeps my inbox manageable and ensures I don't miss important communications while avoiding constant email distractions.
Can you describe your work ethic?
I have a strong sense of responsibility in my work. When I commit to a deadline or a deliverable, I do everything in my power to meet that commitment. I'm not afraid to put in extra hours when necessary to ensure that I deliver high-quality work on time.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
I appreciate both positive and constructive feedback. Positive feedback helps me understand what I'm doing well and should continue, while constructive criticism highlights areas where I can improve. I make a point of thanking the person providing the feedback, regardless of its nature, as I recognize that giving honest feedback can be challenging.
What are your career goals?
My career goal is to transition into product management. I'm currently working on developing my skills in user experience design and market analysis alongside my technical skills. Within the next 5 years, I hope to be leading the development of innovative products that solve real user problems.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
While I have submitted applications to a couple of other firms, I'm most enthusiastic about this opportunity. Your company's commitment to employee development is particularly appealing to me.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
If this opportunity doesn't materialize, I'll continue to focus on roles that allow me to grow my project management skills in the tech industry. I'm also considering pursuing a PMP certification to enhance my qualifications.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
Can you describe a typical day or week for someone in this position? I'm interested in understanding the day-to-day responsibilities and how they might evolve over time.
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I think it's worth noting that I'm an active member of the Project Management Institute and regularly attend industry conferences. This involvement keeps me updated on the latest trends and best practices in project management.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
I would need to give my current employer a month's notice as per my contract. However, I'm flexible and could potentially negotiate an earlier start date if required.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm a creative graphic designer with a background in both print and digital media. I have a keen eye for detail and a passion for creating visually stunning designs that effectively communicate brand messages. In my free time, I run a popular design blog where I share tips and tutorials with aspiring designers.
What do you know about our company?
Your software company has been a pioneer in cloud-based enterprise solutions for over a decade. Your flagship product, Cloud Manager, is used by over 60% of Fortune 500 companies. I'm also aware of your recent acquisition of AI startup TechInnovate, which signals your move into machine learning applications.
Why are you interested in this position?
This financial analyst role at your startup excites me because it offers the chance to work in a fast-paced, dynamic environment. I'm particularly interested in applying my skills to help a growing company make data-driven financial decisions.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
I'm passionate about sustainable energy, and I'm looking to transition into a role where I can make a direct impact in this field. Your company's focus on renewable energy solutions offers exactly the kind of opportunity I'm seeking.
What are your salary expectations?
While salary is important, I'm also interested in the overall compensation package, including benefits and growth opportunities. Could you share the range you have budgeted for this role so we can discuss further?
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
In my graphic design work, I'm proficient with the entire Adobe Creative Suite, particularly Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. I also have experience with Sketch for UI design and Figma for collaborative design projects.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In the financial sector, cybersecurity is an ever-growing concern. As financial transactions increasingly move online, protecting sensitive data from sophisticated cyber threats is a constant challenge that requires ongoing vigilance and investment.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I prioritize based on project deadlines and client importance. I always communicate with stakeholders to ensure I understand the relative priority of different projects, and I'm not afraid to delegate tasks when necessary.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
My approach is collaborative. I start by gathering insights from team members and stakeholders to ensure I have a comprehensive understanding of the issue. Then, I facilitate a brainstorming session to generate diverse solutions. We evaluate these ideas as a team, considering various perspectives before deciding on the best course of action.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
Your company's commitment to diversity and inclusion resonates strongly with me. I've read about your initiatives to promote women in tech and your partnerships with organizations supporting underrepresented groups in STEM. As a woman in tech myself, I'm excited about the prospect of working in such an inclusive environment and contributing to these important initiatives.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
I thrive in fast-paced, dynamic environments where no 2 days are the same. I enjoy taking on diverse projects and having the opportunity to learn new skills constantly. An ideal workplace for me is one that encourages employees to step out of their comfort zones and take on new challenges.
What management style do you prefer?
I appreciate managers who focus on results rather than micromanaging the process. I work well with leaders who set clear expectations and deadlines, but give me the freedom to determine how best to achieve those goals based on my skills and experience.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
Your company's fast paced, dynamic environment is exactly the kind of setting where I thrive. I'm adaptable, quick to learn, and I enjoy the challenge of working on diverse projects. I see myself quickly adapting to your agile work processes and contributing to your culture of innovation.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years from now, I aim to have transitioned into a role that bridges my technical expertise with business strategy. I'm passionate about understanding the broader business implications of our work, and I hope to be in a position where I can influence product development based on market trends and customer needs.
What motivates you in your work?
I'm motivated by solving complex problems. The process of breaking down a challenging issue, analyzing it from different angles, and coming up with innovative solutions is what I find most exciting about my work. It's like solving a puzzle, and the satisfaction of finding an effective solution is immensely motivating.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
Time blocking is my go-to method for time management. I schedule specific blocks of time for different types of tasks. For instance, creative work in the morning when I'm most alert, meetings in the afternoon, and administrative tasks towards the end of the day. This structure helps me maintain focus and make the most of my productive hours.
Can you describe your work ethic?
Continuous improvement is a key aspect of my work ethic. I'm always looking for ways to enhance my skills and increase my efficiency. I regularly seek feedback from colleagues and supervisors, and I'm quick to implement suggestions for improvement. I believe that there's always room to grow and do better.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
When receiving criticism, I try to separate the emotional response from the factual content. I might take a moment to process if the feedback is particularly challenging, but I always circle back to address it professionally. I find it helpful to restate the feedback to ensure I've understood it correctly, and then I work on creating an action plan to address the concerns raised.
What are your career goals?
As a marketing professional, my goal is to become an expert in digital marketing strategies, particularly in the realm of content marketing and SEO. Long-term, I aspire to take on a CMO role where I can shape the overall marketing strategy of a company and drive significant business growth.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
I'm currently in discussions with a few other organizations, but I'm at different stages with each. I'm very interested in this role and would prioritize an offer from your company.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
Should this position not work out, I plan to seek similar roles in customer experience management. I'm also open to related positions that would allow me to apply my skills in improving client satisfaction and loyalty.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
I'm impressed by your company's commitment to sustainability. Could you share more about how this commitment is integrated into daily operations and decision-making processes?
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I'd like to share that I'm deeply committed to community service. I volunteer weekly at a local coding club for underprivileged youth, which not only gives back to the community, but also keeps my teaching and technical skills sharp.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
I have a family commitment that requires me to be out of town for the next 3 weeks. After that, I would be available to start immediately. I hope this timeline works with your needs.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm an experienced project manager with a track record of successfully delivering complex IT projects on time and within budget. I'm PMP certified and have expertise in agile methodologies. I'm known for my strong leadership skills and ability to foster collaboration among cross-functional teams.
What do you know about our company?
As a longtime customer of your products, I've always been impressed by your company's commitment to quality and innovation in the outdoor gear industry. Your recent initiative to use recycled materials in 80% of your product line demonstrates your leadership in sustainable manufacturing.
Why are you interested in this position?
I'm interested in this teaching position because of your school's reputation for innovative STEM education. As someone who's always looking for new ways to engage students in science and math, I believe I could contribute significantly to your program.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
While I've enjoyed my time at my current job, I'm looking to relocate to be closer to family. This position in your company not only aligns with my skills, but also allows me to make this personal transition.
What are your salary expectations?
In my current role, I'm earning $75,000. For this position, which involves additional responsibilities, I would expect a salary between $80,000 and $85,000. However, I'm flexible and would love to discuss the entire compensation package.
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
As a project manager, I'm well-versed in project management software like Jira and Trello. I'm also experienced with Microsoft Project for scheduling and resource management, and Slack for team communication.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In education, a major challenge is adapting traditional teaching methods to meet the needs of digital native students and incorporate new technologies effectively. We're constantly working to find the right balance between tried-and-true pedagogical approaches and innovative teaching tools.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I use time blocking techniques to allocate specific time slots for different projects. This helps me focus on one task at a time while ensuring all projects move forward. I also build in buffer time for unexpected urgent tasks.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
I employ design thinking principles in my problem solving. I start with empathizing to understand the user's needs, define the core problem, ideate multiple solutions, prototype the most promising ideas, and test them. This iterative process helps me find innovative, user-centered solutions.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
I admire how your company has maintained a startup culture despite your rapid growth. The ability to work in a dynamic environment where employees are encouraged to take ownership of projects and contribute ideas across departments is very appealing to me. I thrive in collaborative, fast-paced settings and believe I could make significant contributions here.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
For me, an ideal work environment is one that prioritizes continuous learning and professional development. I appreciate companies that offer training programs, support attendance at industry conferences, and provide resources for employees to expand their skills and knowledge.
What management style do you prefer?
I thrive under a coaching-oriented management style. I value managers who take an interest in my professional development, provide opportunities for growth, and offer mentorship. I appreciate leaders who help their team members identify and leverage their strengths.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
I'm drawn to your company's emphasis on work-life balance. As someone who believes in the importance of maintaining a healthy equilibrium between professional and personal life, I see myself fitting well into this culture. I would be eager to participate in your wellness programs and flexible work arrangements.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself having developed a broad skill set that allows me to contribute across different departments. I'm a firm believer in cross-functional expertise, and I hope to have rotated through various roles, gaining a holistic understanding of the business. This would position me well for a senior management role in the long term.
What motivates you in your work?
My primary motivation comes from making a positive difference in people's lives. Whether it's developing products that improve user experiences or participating in corporate social responsibility initiatives, knowing that my work contributes to the greater good keeps me motivated and engaged.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
I use the Getting Things Done (GED) methodology to stay organized. This involves capturing all tasks and ideas, clarifying what they mean, organizing them into categories, reflecting on their importance, and then engaging, actually doing the work. This system helps me keep track of everything without feeling overwhelmed.
Can you describe your work ethic?
Collaboration is central to my work ethic. While I'm capable of working independently, I believe that the best results often come from teamwork. I actively seek opportunities to cooperate with colleagues, share knowledge, and contribute to a positive team environment.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
I actively seek out feedback on a regular basis rather than waiting for formal review processes. This proactive approach allows me to make continuous improvements and shows my commitment to personal and professional growth. It also helps me build strong, open relationships with my colleagues and supervisors.
What are your career goals?
My career goal is to make a significant impact in the field of renewable energy. In the short term, I'm focusing on gaining experience in various renewable technologies. My long-term goal is to lead large-scale sustainable energy projects that can make a real difference in combating climate change.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
Yes, I believe it's important to explore multiple options to find the best fit. However, based on my research and our conversations, I feel this position could be an excellent match for my skills and career aspirations.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
If I'm not selected, I'll continue to explore opportunities in digital marketing, particularly those that involve content strategy and SEO. I'm also considering freelance projects to broaden my portfolio and network.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
What do you see as the biggest challenges facing the team or department this role would be part of in the next year? And how does this role fit into addressing those challenges?
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I want to emphasize my adaptability and quick learning abilities. In my last role, I had to quickly become proficient in a new CRM system with minimal training and ended up creating a guide that helped onboard other team members.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
I could start in about 6 weeks. I'm currently working on a critical project that I'm committed to completing before I leave my current role. I believe this demonstrates my dedication and would bring the same level of commitment to your organization.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm a recent law school graduate with a passion for environmental law. During my studies, I interned at a leading environmental nonprofit where I assisted in drafting policy recommendations. I'm eager to apply my legal knowledge to make a positive impact on environmental conservation efforts.
What do you know about our company?
Your law firm is known for its expertise in intellectual property law and has represented several high-profile tech companies in patent disputes. I'm also aware of your pro bono work in supporting local startups with legal advice, which I find admirable.
Why are you interested in this position?
This product manager role at your tech company interests me because it combines my technical background with my passion for user-centric design. I'm excited about the prospect of working on cutting-edge products that improve people's daily lives.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
I'm seeking a company culture that aligns more closely with my values. Your organization's commitment to diversity and inclusion, as well as your sustainability initiatives, really resonate with me.
What are your salary expectations?
Based on the job description and my qualifications, I believe a salary range of $95,000 to $105,000 would be appropriate. However, I'm very interested in this opportunity and am open to discussion to find a mutually beneficial arrangement.
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
In my role as a financial analyst, I'm expert in using Excel for complex financial modeling. I'm also proficient with Bloomberg Terminal for market research and QuickBooks for accounting tasks.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In the retail industry, the biggest challenge is competing with the convenience and variety offered by e-commerce giants. Brick-and-mortar stores need to continuously innovate to provide unique, experiential shopping experiences that can't be replicated online.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I start by identifying the critical path for each project, the sequence of tasks that determine the project's duration. I prioritize these tasks to ensure no project gets delayed, then fill in with other tasks as time allows.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
I use the PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle. In the plan phase, I analyze the problem and develop potential solutions. In the do phase, I implement the chosen solution on a small scale. Check involves evaluating the results, and act means either fully implementing the solution or starting the cycle again with the new information gained.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
Your company's focus on data-driven decision-making aligns perfectly with my approach to problem solving. I'm particularly impressed by how you've used big data analytics to personalize customer experiences. With my background in data science and machine learning, I'm excited about the prospect of working on cutting-edge projects that have a real impact on user satisfaction.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
I work best in an environment that values work-life balance. This doesn't just mean reasonable working hours, but also a culture that respects employees' lives outside of work. Things like wellness programs, paid volunteer time, and generous paid time-off policies contribute to a healthy work environment in my view.
What management style do you prefer?
I work well with managers who practice servant leadership. I respect leaders who prioritize the needs of their team, remove obstacles, and create an environment where team members can do their best work. This approach fosters loyalty and motivates me to perform at my highest level.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
Your company's culture of open communication and transparency is something I greatly value. In my previous roles, I've always strived to foster open dialogue within my team. I see myself contributing to this culture by being approachable, sharing information freely, and encouraging others to do the same.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years from now, I hope to have played a key role in developing and implementing innovative solutions that have significantly improved our operational efficiency. I'm passionate about process optimization and hope to have led projects that have demonstrably enhanced our productivity and bottom line.
What motivates you in your work?
I'm driven by the pursuit of excellence. Setting high standards for myself and consistently working to meet or exceed them motivates me to continually improve. I find great satisfaction in refining processes, optimizing performance, and delivering high-quality results.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
Regular review and adjustment are crucial to my organizational strategy. I end each day by reviewing what I've accomplished and planning for the next day. Weekly, I do a more comprehensive review, adjusting my priorities and plans as needed. This constant refinement helps me stay on top of changing priorities and deadlines.
Can you describe your work ethic?
I pride myself on my adaptability. In today's fast-paced work environment, being able to quickly adjust to new situations is crucial. I'm always ready to take on new challenges, learn new skills, or change direction when the needs of the project or company evolve.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
I handle feedback by taking notes during the conversation. This helps me stay focused on the content rather than my emotional reaction and gives me a reference to review later. After the conversation, I take time to reflect on the feedback and develop a plan of action to address any areas of improvement identified.
What are your career goals?
As a human resources professional, my goal is to become an expert in organizational development. I'm particularly interested in how companies can create cultures that foster innovation and employee engagement. In the future, I aim to take on a senior HR role where I can influence company-wide policies and practices.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
I have a few interviews lined up, but I'm most excited about this opportunity. Your company's culture and values resonate strongly with me, and I believe I could make a significant contribution here.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
While I'm very interested in this role, if it's not the right fit, I'll continue seeking positions in financial analysis, particularly in the renewable energy sector. I'm also planning to start my CFA certification to strengthen my expertise.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
I'm interested in the company culture. Could you tell me about some of the ways the company fosters team building and collaboration, especially given the current trend towards remote work?
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I think it's relevant to mention that I have experience working in startups as well as large corporations. This diverse background has given me a unique perspective on business operations and the ability to thrive in various work environments.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
I'm available to start right away for part-time or remote work. However, for a full-time, on-site position, I would need about 3 weeks to relocate to your city.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm a data analyst with expertise in SQL, Python, and data visualization tools like Tableau. I have a knack for turning complex data into actionable insights. In my previous role, I developed a predictive model that helped reduce customer churn by 15%.
What do you know about our company?
Your educational technology company has been at the forefront of revolutionizing online learning. Your adaptive learning platform has been adopted by over 1,000 schools nationwide, and studies have shown it improves student performance by an average of 20%.
Why are you interested in this position?
As someone deeply committed to sustainable fashion, I'm thrilled about this opportunity to join your eco-friendly clothing brand as a designer. I admire your company's commitment to ethical production and would love to contribute my creative skills to this mission.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
My current role has become quite repetitive, and I'm looking for new challenges to keep me motivated and learning. The diverse projects and innovative approach of your company really appeal to me.
What are your salary expectations?
I'm looking for a salary that's commensurate with the industry standards for this role and location. From my research, I understand this to be in the range of $70,000 to $80,000. Does this align with what you have budgeted?
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
As a content creator, I'm experienced with WordPress for web content management, Canva for creating visual content, and Audacity for podcast editing. I also use Grammarly and Hemingway app to ensure high-quality writing.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In human resources, a significant challenge is managing the expectations and needs of a multi-generational workforce. Each generation has different work styles, values, and expectations, so creating a cohesive culture that engages all employees is complex.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I use the Moscow method to prioritize tasks: must have, should have, could have, and won't have. This helps me focus on the most crucial elements of each project while maintaining flexibility.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
My process involves breaking down complex problems into smaller, manageable parts. I analyze each component separately, looking for patterns or underlying issues. Then, I synthesize these insights to develop a comprehensive solution. This approach helps me tackle even the most complex challenges effectively.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
I'm drawn to your company's global presence and the opportunity to work with diverse teams across different cultural contexts. As someone who has lived and worked in multiple countries, I value the perspective that a truly global company can bring to problem solving and innovation. I believe my cross-cultural communication skills would be a great asset in this environment.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
My ideal work environment is one with a strong team spirit. I appreciate workplaces that foster camaraderie among colleagues, whether through team building activities, collaborative projects, or simply an open office layout that encourages interaction.
What management style do you prefer?
I prefer a data-driven management style. I appreciate managers who make decisions based on metrics and performance data rather than gut feelings. This approach allows for objective evaluation of progress and helps in setting realistic, achievable goals.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
I'm excited about your company's customer-centric culture. Throughout my career, I've always put the customer first, and I see myself reinforcing this value in my daily work. I look forward to collaborating with teams across the organization to ensure we're delivering the best possible experience to our customers.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself having grown both professionally and personally through the opportunities at this company. While I'm open to where my career path might lead, I hope to be in a position where I can make strategic decisions that positively impact both our employees and our customers. I'm particularly interested in projects related to corporate social responsibility.
What motivates you in your work?
Recognition for good work is a strong motivator for me. It's not about accolades, but rather the acknowledgement that my efforts have made a valuable contribution. This recognition, whether from supervisors, peers, or clients, encourages me to maintain high standards and strive for even better results.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
I'm a visual person, so I use mind mapping tools like MindMeister to organize my thoughts and projects. For time management, I rely on the Kanban method, using a board with to do, in progress, and done columns to track my tasks and limit work in progress, which helps prevent overwhelm and maintains steady productivity.
Can you describe your work ethic?
Attention to detail characterizes my work ethic. I believe that excellence lies in the details, so I'm meticulous in my work. Whether it's double-checking calculations, proofreading reports, or ensuring that all aspects of a project are aligned, I always strive for accuracy and quality.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
When receiving criticism, I try to look at it objectively and avoid taking it personally. I remind myself that the feedback is about my work or behavior, not about me as a person. This perspective helps me to engage with the feedback constructively and use it as a stepping stone for improvement.
What are your career goals?
My career goal is to bridge the gap between technology and business strategy. I'm currently working on enhancing my understanding of both areas. In the long run, I aspire to move into a CTO or CIO role where I can guide a company's technological direction in alignment with its business objectives.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
While I'm open to other opportunities and have had some initial conversations, this role is my top choice. The project you mentioned earlier aligns perfectly with my experience and interests.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
If this opportunity doesn't pan out, I'll persist in looking for teaching positions that allow me to implement innovative educational technologies. I'm also considering pursuing a master's degree in educational technology to enhance my skills.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
How does the company measure success for this role? What would you expect the person in this position to accomplish in their first 6 months to a year?
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I'd like to highlight my track record of introducing cost-saving measures in my previous roles. For instance, I implemented a new inventory management system that reduced waste by 15% and saved the company $100,000 annually.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
I can be flexible with my start date. I'm keen to join your team as soon as possible, but I'm also willing to adjust to your timeline. When would be the ideal start date from your perspective?
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm an elementary school teacher with 8 years of experience. I'm passionate about fostering a love for learning in young minds and have developed several innovative teaching methods to engage students. I'm also the founder of an after-school coding club for kids.
What do you know about our company?
I know that your financial services firm has been consistently ranked as one of the best places to work in the industry. Your commitment to work-life balance and professional development, including your policy of sponsoring employees for advanced certifications, is impressive.
Why are you interested in this position?
This role as a data scientist in your healthcare company interests me because it offers the opportunity to apply advanced analytics to improve patient outcomes. I'm passionate about using data for social good, and healthcare is an area where I believe I can make a significant impact.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
I've reached a point in my current position where there's limited room for advancement. I'm looking for a company that offers clear career progression paths and opportunities for professional development.
What are your salary expectations?
At this stage in my career, I'm looking for a salary between $130,000 and $140,000. However, I understand that companies have different compensation structures, so I'm open to discussing a package that includes other forms of compensation as well.
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
In my HR role, I'm proficient with applicant tracking systems like Workday and Taleo. I also have experience with survey tools like SurveyMonkey for employee feedback and Zoom for conducting remote interviews and meetings.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In the renewable energy sector, one of the biggest challenges is overcoming the intermittency of sources like wind and solar. Developing efficient energy storage solutions and smart grid technologies is crucial for the widespread adoption of renewable energy.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I believe in the 80-20 rule, focusing on the 20% of tasks that will yield 80% of the results. I identify these high-impact tasks for each project and prioritize them accordingly.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
I start with a thorough root cause analysis, often using techniques like the 5 whys or fishbone diagrams. Once I've identified the true cause of the problem, I use creative problem-solving techniques like mind mapping or reverse thinking to generate innovative solutions. I then evaluate these solutions based on predetermined criteria before implementation.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
Your company's commitment to corporate social responsibility sets you apart in the industry. I'm particularly impressed by your volunteer program that allows employees to dedicate work hours to community service. This aligns with my personal values, and I'm excited about the prospect of working for a company that prioritizes giving back to the community.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
I thrive in environments that embrace diversity and inclusion. An ideal workplace for me is one where diverse perspectives are not just welcomed, but actively sought out. I appreciate companies that have clear policies promoting equality and that create a safe, respectful atmosphere for all employees.
What management style do you prefer?
I work best with managers who encourage innovation and aren't afraid of calculated risks. I value leaders who create a safe environment for trying new ideas and who view failures as learning opportunities rather than reasons for punishment.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
Your company's emphasis on diversity and inclusion is something I deeply appreciate. As someone who has worked in diverse teams, I understand the value of different perspectives. I see myself actively contributing to this inclusive culture, perhaps by participating in or even leading employee resource groups.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years from now, I aim to have developed deep expertise in emerging technologies relevant to our industry. I'm excited about the potential of AI and machine learning in our field, and I hope to be leading projects that leverage these technologies to keep our company at the forefront of innovation.
What motivates you in your work?
I'm motivated by the opportunity to innovate and think creatively. Working in an environment that encourages new ideas and approaches allows me to think outside the box and come up with novel solutions. The excitement of turning a creative concept into a practical reality is what drives me.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
Automation plays a big role in my organizational strategy. I use tools like IFT, if this then that, to automate repetitive tasks, freeing up more time for high-value work. I also use Rescue Time to track how I spend my time on the computer, which helps me identify and eliminate time-wasting activities.
Can you describe your work ethic?
Proactivity is a key element of my work ethic. I don't wait for problems to arise or for others to assign me tasks. Instead, I'm always looking ahead, anticipating potential issues, and taking initiative to address them before they become significant problems.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
I believe in the power of feed-forward along with feedback. After receiving criticism, I not only work on addressing the specific points raised, but also ask for suggestions on how I can improve going forward. This turns the feedback session into a more positive, future-focused conversation.
What are your career goals?
As a financial analyst, my immediate goal is to obtain my CFA certification. Following that, I aim to gain experience in various sectors of financial analysis. My long-term goal is to move into an investment strategy role where I can make significant decisions that shape a company's financial future.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
I'm in the early stages of my job search and have just begun interviewing. However, after learning more about this position and your company, I'm particularly eager to move forward in this process.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
Should this role not work out, I plan to continue seeking opportunities in UX design, focusing on companies that prioritize user-centered design. I'm also working on expanding my skills in UI design to become a more well-rounded professional.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
I've noticed that innovation is a key value for your company. Can you give me some examples of how the company encourages and supports innovative thinking among its employees?
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I want to mention that I'm a published author in industry journals on topics related to sustainable engineering. This demonstrates not only my expertise, but also my commitment to contributing to the field beyond my day-to-day work.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
I'm planning to take a 2-week vacation next month, which was arranged prior to this interview process. After that, I could start immediately. I hope this aligns with your timeline.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm a financial advisor with a CFA certification and 12 years of experience in wealth management. I specialize in retirement planning and have helped hundreds of clients achieve their financial goals. I'm known for my ability to explain complex financial concepts in simple terms.
What do you know about our company?
Your renewable energy company has been a pioneer in developing affordable solar solutions for residential use. I'm particularly impressed by your community solar projects, which have brought clean energy to low-income neighborhoods. Your goal of powering 1 million homes with solar by 2025 is ambitious and exciting.
Why are you interested in this position?
I'm interested in the sales manager position because it offers the chance to lead a team in a rapidly growing industry. I'm impressed by your company's innovative products and believe my experience in building high-performing sales teams could contribute to your continued growth.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
My current company is downsizing, and while my job isn't immediately at risk, I'm proactively looking for a more stable position. Your company's strong market position and growth trajectory are very attractive to me.
What are your salary expectations?
I'm currently freelancing and my rates equate to roughly $100,000 annually. For a full-time position, I'd be looking for a similar amount, but I'm also very interested in the stability and benefits that come with a full-time role, so I'm open to discussion.
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
As an architect, I'm skilled in using AutoCAD and Revit for 2D and 3D design. I also have experience with SketchUp for quick 3D modeling and Photoshop for post-processing renderings.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In journalism, a major challenge is maintaining credibility and fighting misinformation in the age of social media and fake news. We're constantly working to uphold high standards of fact-checking and unbiased reporting while also adapting to new digital platforms.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I maintain a project management software where I assign priority levels and due dates to all tasks. I review this daily and adjust based on changing circumstances, always focusing on what will move projects forward most effectively.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
My approach is data-driven. I begin by collecting all relevant data about the problem. I use statistical analysis tools to identify trends and correlations. Based on this analysis, I develop hypotheses about potential solutions, which I then test using A/B testing or pilot programs before full implementation.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
I've been following your company's journey from a small startup to an industry leader, and I'm impressed by how you've maintained your core values throughout your growth. Your commitment to transparency and open communication, even as you've scaled, is admirable. I'm excited about the opportunity to contribute to a company that values its employees and maintains strong ethical standards.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
For me, an ideal work environment is one that is mission-driven. I'm most motivated when I feel that my work is contributing to a larger purpose. I appreciate companies that have a clear vision and regularly communicate how each employee's role contributes to the overall mission.
What management style do you prefer?
I appreciate a democratic management style where team members' input is valued in decision-making processes. While I understand that leaders sometimes need to make tough decisions, I respect managers who consider diverse perspectives and explain the reasoning behind their choices.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
I'm impressed by your company's culture of ownership and accountability. This aligns well with my work ethic. I always take responsibility for my projects and see them through to completion. I see myself thriving in this environment and encouraging my colleagues to embrace this mindset as well.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself having built strong relationships both within the company and with our key partners and clients. I believe that these relationships are crucial for long-term success, and I hope to be in a role where I can leverage these connections to drive collaborative projects and partnerships that benefit the company.
What motivates you in your work?
My motivation stems from achieving and exceeding goals. I enjoy the process of setting ambitious targets, developing strategies to reach them, and then putting in the effort to make it happen. The sense of accomplishment when goals are met or surpassed is incredibly motivating to me.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
I swear by the 2-minute rule. If a task will take less than 2 minutes, I do it immediately rather than scheduling it for later. This prevents small tasks from piling up. For larger projects, I break them down into smaller, manageable tasks and set mini deadlines to ensure steady progress.
Can you describe your work ethic?
Efficiency is something I constantly strive for in my work. I'm always looking for ways to streamline processes and maximize productivity. This doesn't mean cutting corners, but rather finding smarter ways to achieve high-quality results in less time.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
I handle feedback by always following up. After I've had time to process the feedback and implement changes, I make a point of checking in with the person who provided the feedback. I update them on the actions I've taken and ask for their thoughts on my progress. This demonstrates my commitment to improvement and opens the door for ongoing dialogue.
What are your career goals?
My career goal is to become a thought leader in the field of cybersecurity. I'm currently focusing on staying at the forefront of emerging threats and defense strategies. In the future, hope to contribute to shaping industry standards and possibly move into a CISO role where I can ensure the security of an entire organization.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
Yes, I'm considering a few opportunities, but I'm being very thoughtful about my next career move. The global reach and impact of your organization make this a particularly attractive option for me.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
If I'm not selected for this position, I'll continue to pursue roles in human resources, particularly those focused on talent development and organizational culture. I'm also considering obtaining an SHRM certification to bolster my credentials.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
What opportunities are there for cross-departmental collaboration in this role? I'm particularly interested in how different teams work together on projects.
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I think it's worth noting that I'm a certified Scrum Master. While this position isn't specifically for a Scrum Master, I believe my experience with agile methodologies could be valuable in enhancing team productivity and project management.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
I could start in 4 weeks. This would allow me to give proper notice to my current employer and also give me a week to prepare for this new role, ensuring I'm ready to hit the ground running on day one.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm a freelance writer transitioning to a full-time content creation role. I've written for various online publications on topics ranging from technology to travel. I have a knack for SEO optimization and have helped several clients improve their search engine rankings through high-quality content.
What do you know about our company?
As a fashion enthusiast, I've long admired your brand's commitment to ethical and sustainable practices. Your transparent supply chain policy and use of organic materials set you apart in the industry. I was also impressed to learn about your initiative to recycle old garments into new products.
Why are you interested in this position?
This role as an HR specialist appeals to me because of your company's reputation for excellent employee development programs. I'm passionate about helping people grow in their careers and would be excited to contribute to creating a positive work environment.
Why are you looking to leave your current job?
I'm looking to transition from a large corporation to a smaller, more agile company where I can have a more direct impact. Your startup's innovative approach and the opportunity to wear multiple hats really excite me.
What are your salary expectations?
While I'm certainly interested in fair compensation, my primary focus is on finding a role where I can make a significant impact and continue to grow. Could you share the typical salary range for this position in your company? This would help me understand if we're in the same ballpark.
What tools or software are you experienced with that are relevant to this role?
In my role as a customer service representative, I'm experienced with Zendesk for ticket management, Salesforce for customer relationship management, and LiveChat for real-time customer support.
What do you think are the biggest challenges in this industry/role?
In the automotive industry, a significant challenge is the transition to electric and autonomous vehicles. This shift requires massive investments in new technologies and infrastructure, as well as navigating complex regulatory environments across different markets.
How do you prioritize your work when handling multiple projects?
I start each day with a quick stand-up meeting with my team to align on priorities. We use a points system to weigh the importance and urgency of tasks across all projects, which guides our daily and weekly focus.
Can you walk me through your problem-solving process?
I use the GROW model. Goals: what do we want to achieve? Reality: what's the current situation? Options: what could we do? And what will we do? This model helps me ensure that the solution not only addresses the immediate problem, but also aligns with broader goals and is actionable.
Why do you want to work for our company specifically?
Your company's approach to work-life balance is what initially caught my attention. I appreciate how you encourage employees to pursue their passions outside of work and offer flexible working arrangements. As someone who believes that well-rounded employees are more creative and productive, I'm excited about the prospect of joining a company that shares this philosophy.
How would you describe your ideal work environment?
My ideal work environment strikes a balance between individual focus time and collaborative work. I appreciate workplaces that provide quiet spaces for concentrated work, as well as common areas for team discussions and impromptu brainstorming sessions. The ability to choose the right space for the task at hand is crucial for my productivity.
What management style do you prefer?
I thrive under a management style that emphasizes emotional intelligence. I value managers who are attuned to the dynamics of the team, can effectively manage conflicts, and create a positive work environment. Leaders who can inspire and motivate their team members bring out the best in me.
How do you see yourself fitting into our company culture?
Your company's culture of celebrating successes, both big and small, is something I find motivating. I believe in acknowledging team efforts and individual achievements. I see myself actively participating in and perhaps even initiating team recognition efforts to maintain high morale and team spirit.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years from now, I hope to have contributed significantly to fostering a culture of continuous learning and innovation within the company. I'm passionate about knowledge sharing and hope to have implemented programs or systems that facilitate the exchange of ideas and best practices across the organization. Regardless of my specific role, I see myself as a champion for ongoing professional development.
What motivates you in your work?
I find motivation in mentoring and helping others grow. Sharing my knowledge and experiences to support the development of colleagues or junior team members is extremely rewarding. Seeing others succeed and knowing I played a part in their growth motivates me to continue my own development as well.
How do you stay organized and manage your time?
Collaboration tools are essential for my organization, especially when working on team projects. We use Slack for communication, Asana for project management, and shared Google Docs for collaborative work. Having all project-related information in one place helps me stay organized and manage my time effectively within the team context.
Can you describe your work ethic?
Resilience is a crucial part of my work ethic. I don't get discouraged by setbacks or challenges. Instead, I see them as opportunities to learn and improve. I maintain a positive attitude even under pressure and am able to bounce back quickly from disappointments to refocus on the task at hand.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
When faced with criticism, especially if it's unexpected, I practice active listening. I make sure to understand the feedback fully before responding. If I find myself becoming defensive, I take a deep breath and remind myself that the goal is improvement, not justification. I've found that this approach often turns critical feedback sessions into productive, collaborative discussions about how to enhance my performance.
What are your career goals?
As someone passionate about education, my goal is to leverage technology to make quality education more accessible. In the short term, I'm focusing on developing e-learning platforms. Long term, I aspire to lead an edtech company that can make a significant impact on global education accessibility.
Are you interviewing with other companies?
I have received interest from a couple of other companies, but I'm most impressed by what I've learned about your organization. The innovative work you're doing in AI is exactly the kind of challenge I'm looking for in my next role.
What are your next career steps if you don't get this position?
While this is my ideal role, if it doesn't work out, I'll keep seeking positions in software development, particularly in companies working on AI and machine learning. I'm also working on some personal coding projects to continue expanding my skills.
Do you have any questions for us about the role or company?
I'm curious about the company's approach to work-life balance. Could you tell me more about the company's policies or practices that support employee well-being?
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I'd like to share that I'm particularly passionate about data privacy and security. I've taken several advanced courses in these areas, and I believe this knowledge would be an asset in ensuring compliance and protecting sensitive information.
When would you be available to start if offered the position?
As I'm currently freelancing, I have some project commitments to wrap up. I could start part-time in 2 weeks and transition to full-time in about a month. Would this arrangement work for you?